Understand this. Your spouse or your significant other and your children do not care about your feelings. Period. End of story. Okay? Now that I have your attention, let me explain. Listen, when your kids are growing up, we put them in front of TVs and we watch wonderful Disney shows and wonderful TV shows all across whatever network you want. The theme that we see when our daughters are young is this heroic arrival of Prince Charming. Prince Charming arrives on a specific style of horse. Doesn't matter where he goes into, he always carries this light about him. He has this beaming, this aura around him. He can go into the dragon's lair, which is dark and gloomy and just full of obscurity, right? It's got just scarcity written all over it. Negativity abounds all around. But when the knight in shining armor arrives to save the princess, what does the Prince Charming do? He slays the dragon. And have you ever noticed that when he fights the dragon, he never gets dirty? He's always just this beam of light, this purity, never gets dirty. So our daughters are grown up with this concept of Prince Charming. What Prince Charming can do. Who is Prince Charming? Then they start to develop this mindset of who their Prince Charming is. Then they start to understand and start to build likeness and build things that they absolutely love about Prince Charming. And so as they get older and they start to look at different different boys, depending on their years, right? Elementary, middle school, junior high, high school, college, right? They go through this world looking for that identity of Prince Charming. The second point, we'll come back to that. Our boys sit down and they watch the superheroes. Yes, there's the Prince Charming. Yes, there's this aura around how cool it is. But at some point, they separate and they want to be more like the superheroes. And what do we know about the superhero? Doesn't matter how big or strong, fast or slow. Doesn't matter the special powers that they have. The superhero always gets the job done. Always. He could be battered and bruised. He could be broken. He could be hurt on his last breath, mangled. He could be brand new at the superhero. But at the end of the day, the superhero is the person who gets the job done. So our boys grow up with this beautiful mindset of they are the superhero. Then they start talking about who are all their superheroes. They go through this list of superheroes. And then as they get older, they go through what is called life, right? Elementary, middle school, junior high, high school, they go college. They go through this evolution of who they want to become. And they start to identify with others, or they start to identify with their own superpower. Their own superness, their own built-in gratefulness. Now, I want to make this very clear. I am not saying at all that a woman or a girl fits one mold and a boy fits another mold. That's not at all what I am saying. What I am saying, and let me be super clear on this, super clear, is when I say your spouse or your significant other and your children do not care about your feelings, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying when you come home from work, when dad comes home from work, whether he works from the house, where he's traveling, whatever it may be, they're not so concerned about how your day went. What they are concerned at the level of energy that you bring home. So if you had a crappy day at work, you're going to bring home some negative energy. If you had a phenomenal day at work, you're going to have this positive energy. If you're going to have kind of a blah, whatever it is, you're going to bring home the blah, whatever it is. So right now, the goal, number 15, day 15, here's what marks. This is the mark of it. The mark is this. You have to understand what type of mindset you're building, what type of direction you are going, and how do you want to lead your family? How do you want your daughters? What kind of aspects, characteristics, human qualities, male qualities do you want them to look for when they're looking for a potential spouse? Do they want you to be that benchmark of the dad that comes home, and regardless of what day that you've ever had, you will spend time with them. You will be with them, listen to them, talk with them, take them out, go somewhere, understand their feelings. If they're having a bad day, there's nothing better than, hey, let's go grab some kind of a snack, come and listen and just dump everything on me. Do not fix it. Do not fix. Use these. That's it. And be empathetic. Your boys you come home, they want to ruffle, they want to roughhouse, they want to wrestle, they want to go outside. They want you to be part of be the superhero. Help me, Dad, build up my superhero powers. Then they're going to look to see who do they want to emulate? Which father do they want to emulate? Which man out there are they wanting to emulate? So when you come home from work, you leave work at work. When you arrive in that doorstep, you leave whatever burden or whatever issue, whatever positive, negative, it is all left. Because when you walk in to that house, when you walk in and see the smiles on your beautiful children's face, you know they're only wanting to know one thing. Which dad am I getting? Am I getting work dad still, or am I getting my dad? Your spouse or your significant other, they want to know how much energy you have, because they could have had a crappy day. They could have had a great day. They could have a high, low, doesn't matter. They could come home from work and be dead tired. And they just want to know what kind of man are they getting when whoever walks through that door. That is what they're looking for. And the hard part is understanding this. The hard part is coming to grips with knowing that your wives or your spouse, your children don't care about your feeling as a business dad. They don't. They want dad, father, Prince Charming, superhero, a sexy husband. That's what they're looking for. That is what they want. So habit number 3. Habit number 3 is this. We go to the habit number 3. What is it?